Y'all really want a story time on how I got burned, so here you go, I guess. Also, there will be like this one specific thing that I don't know the name of, so I'll just show you a picture of it, okay? Also, this will be part one because it's like a two-part story, I guess. Okay, let's start. So it was early in the morning and my mom had woken us up, okay? So specifically, me and my brother didn't want to be woken up, so what we did is we went back under the blanket. Why? Because it was early in the morning and it was really cold. Now, this is very important for the story, okay? So, this is the thing that I don't know what the fuck the name of, but like I'll show you a picture of it. I do know like specifically this one because I think like y'all used wood in this one. I think like we used gasoline for that one. I don't know if there's like two versions of them where like you need gasoline and fucking wood. You put those two things in and they freaking make the fire, or like they're two separate things. But like yeah, that's what I remember seeing. Okay, how do I like know all this? Because like the blanket that I was hiding under was like see through, and like I could see everything that was my mom that my mom was doing. Now she walks into the room, she puts some gasoline in the thing and walks out. Before she walks out, my dad like looks at her and tells her, "Wait, can you come back and put a little more?" She's like, "Sure, whatever." She comes back, puts a little more. She's leaving the room. Before she comes to the room, all of a sudden she looks back. All she can see is fire. There was just a fire like happening, and it was like growing fast. Okay. I don't really know how specifically the fire started because I was like looking at my mom going out, like getting out of the room, and not looking at my dad. Okay. So the thing starts lighting on fire, and my dad's telling all my siblings to run outside, get outside. Now, me not understanding anything because I was a young child, I was so confused. I was just like, and like I was so confused. And by the time I found out what was going on, I was just blacking out every 2 seconds. I like the blanket. I get out of the blanket trying to escape, but all I can see is red, and literally, like, I just keep blacking out. The next thing I remember is my dad, like, carrying me outside, okay? Um, he keeps calling for the neighbors to call, like, 911 or whatever the fuck we had back in the day. Um, okay, so my dad was carrying me and he was telling the neighbors to call the emergency people. So the emergency people arrive and by the time they put me in the emergency car, um, I just blacked out. The next thing I remember, I was in a hospital with my leg just up there and my body not being able to move from this bed. Now, me still being young, I did not understand anything that was happening right now, okay? So, my uncle came and he was like trying to be nice and all of that, but like, I was so confused, okay? So, my uncle decides to leave and my dad decides to finally come to Turkey and take care of me. Now, after a while, I got better and my dad decided to discharge me from the hospital, okay? So I go and see my siblings and all of that, and it was a whole year past. I did not know all my siblings. I was like, who are y'all? I was so confused because it's been so long since I've seen my siblings. Like, the thing is, like, the story doesn't end there because, me and my family decide to move to Turkey, and after we moved to Turkey, me and my mom decide to go to America to get better, like surgeries, and I guess look like to get surgeries to make me look like a normal human being, and yeah, that's the story, I guess. Also, I am still going through surgeries, just to let you know.